Shit! Go! Red 20, hot! Yeah! Ready! Set hot! Down! Put hard! Hot! Ready! Put hard! Here we go! Put hard! Down! Put hard! Hot! Down! Hot! Red 20, hot! Ready! Set hot! Down! Ready! 285! Put hard! Hot! Ready! Put hard! Here we go! Move! Put hard! Down! Put hard! Hot! Down! Put hot! Red 20, hot! Ready! Set hot! Down! Ready! Put hard! Hot! Ready! Put hard! Here we go! Ready! Blue 30! Put hard! Down! Put hard! Hot! Down! Ready! Hot! Red 20, hot! Ready! Set hot! Down! Ready! Blue 22! Blue 22! Shit! Put hard! Hot! Ready! Put hard! Here we go! Put hard! Down! Put hard! Hot!
This is a live look at the swamp. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the USC Trojans and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. This conference matchup between two teams that do not like each other very much is a great way to get things started here in the conference. I'll keep you posted on the energy and atmosphere at the half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes with the return. Smashes in with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Pulls it in down the sideline. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Oh, they're after him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 40, inside the 30. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back.
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock the boat.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose close and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 20. Our line before he stopped right there. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got his man on the outside. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Underwood. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He lets it fly. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Pulls and fires complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's out past the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on 1st down. got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And they're able to get him on the ground. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Taylor wants to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get it. Looking for a deep man. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, USC.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the... It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Quarterback Keith. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
3rd and 6 yards to go. On the option. Got the first himself. Turning on the Jets. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throwing, Underwood. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coach.
Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. For it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run deep down the right side. It's caught. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Underwood on the play action. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Here's Underwood to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to... Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Underwood. Bringing the heat. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the tailback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Taylor wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Gators in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
And it's the Crimson Tide, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country. Games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Fighting off the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive quarterback.
There's some room. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the 1st half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, 1st drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Unloads to the wideout. No, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Trojans want to move quickly. They'll go right back to it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Makes the grab on 3rd. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the 1st down without getting it into the end. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play. And if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Taylor wants to throw. The quick out. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wide receiver going in motion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Finding some room.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He'll pitch it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The Gators are facing third and inches. Off play action. Plucks it out of the air. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Underwood in the gun on third down. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Miller.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Play fake, Underwood. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. The Trojans with the answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Taylor wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good, and you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Now on the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Underwood. They get to him as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On target. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the game.
Unloads it downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The give is to Miller. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
And you can only call that run play here late in the football game, needing points, when you have all 3 timeouts. You just take one here. Nice job by this offense. They still don't have to be in that big of a hurry. Nice job managing their timeouts.
The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. All the way back. Touchdown Gators. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Corner's going to give them room. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.